Option-adjusted spread is the flat spread which has to be added to the Treasury yield curve in a pricing model to discount a security payment to match its market price. OAS is hence model-dependent. This concept can be applied to a mortgage-backed security, option, bond and any other interest rate derivative. In the context of an MBS, the option relates primarily to the right of property owners, whose mortgages back the MBS, to prepay the mortgage amount. Definition: in contrast to the simple yield curve spread, or Z-spread measurement of bond premium over a fixed cash flow model, the OAS describes the market premium over a model including two types of volatility: variable interest rates, variable prepayment rates. Designing such models in the first place is complicated because prepayment variations are a behavioral function of the stochastic interest rate. OAS is an emerging term with fluid use across MBS finance. The definition here is based on Lockyer-Hare's mortgage-backed securities textbook. Other definitions are rough analogues: take the expected value across the range of all possible rate scenarios when discounting each scenario's actual cash flows with a Treasury yield curve plus a spread, X. The OAS is defined as the value of X equating the market price of the MBS to its value in this theoretical framework. Treasury bonds may not be available with maturities exactly matching likely cash flow payments, so some interpolation may be necessary to make this calculation. Convexity: the word option in option-adjusted spread relates primarily to the right of property owners, whose mortgages back the MBS, to prepay the mortgage amount. Since mortgage payers will tend to exercise this right when it is favorable for them and unfavorable for the bondholder, buying an MBS partly involves selling an option. This is the source of the difference between the option-adjusted spread and the Z-spread. Since prepayments typically rise as interest rates fall and vice versa, the basic MBS typically has negative bond convexity. The MBS holder's exposure to property owner prepayment has several names: extension or contraction risk, prepayment risk, reinvestment risk. This difference in convexity can also be used to explain the price differential from an MBS to a Treasury bond. However, the OAS figure is typically preferred. The discussion of the negative convexity and option-adjusted spread of a bond is essentially a discussion of a single MBS feature measured in different ways. See also, Z-spread, I-spread. Convertible bonds must pay a similar increased yield when they are callable by the issuing company. Monte Carlo techniques are used to derive the option-adjusted spread. References: Hare, L. Salomon Smith Barney Guide to Mortgage-Backed and Asset-Backed Securities. Wiley. ISBN A0-471-38587-5, Hull, J.C. Options, Futures and Other Derivatives. Pearson. ISBN A0-13-149908-4. External links: Miller, Tom. Introduction to Option-Adjusted Spread Analysis. Bloomberg Press. ISBN A978-1-57660-241-6. The Society of Actuaries Review of the Application of OAS to Insurance, and Other Option Adjustments. Society of Actuaries.